Day 2 of the playoffs saw Joe Johnson return to Atlanta. He used to play for the Hawks. I bet he wishes he still does. Mike Budenholzer turning the franchise around from the 8th seed a year ago to the top seed in the East this postseason. All Hawks in the first quarter. DeMarre Carroll from the corner. He had a three-pointer there. Dennis Schroeder to the rack. Then defensively for Atlanta, Schroeder knocked the ball loose. Mack got it, gave it back to Schroeder for the finish. Atlanta cruising in the first quarter of their first game against the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn very sloppy with the basketball, committed 11 turnovers in the first half. They looked very unready for the playoffs. Then look at Kyle Korver. He's got a wide open three, but instead finds a better shot, finds his teammate DeMarre Carroll. Atlanta led by 10 at the break, 25-0 at home when leading at halftime. But the Nets came out roaring in the third quarter, trying to change that. Derek Williams had 13 points. Then when Teague turned it over, Bogdanovich finished the break, and Brooklyn pulled to within 3 of the Hawks. But then things settled down. Teague with the steal over to DeMarre Carroll for 3. He had 17 points for the home team in Atlanta, GA. Kyle Korver, he knocked down 5 3-pointers for the Hawks. Great ball movement again, resulting in Al Horford scoring 2 of his 10. He also had 10 rebounds. But then the Hawks and Horford suffered a bit of a setback. Horford dislocated the pinky finger on his right hand, had to be taken back to the locker room before returning to the Hawks bench with ice on that injured right finger. Nets went on an 11-2 run. After that, Darren Williams to Joe Johnson. Johnson with the floater. Then Johnson sharing the basketball. Brook Lopez inside. The big man for Brooklyn expected to make some noise in this series, but he was rather quiet in game 1. Teague to Kyle Korver. Korver, 5 of 11 from three-point land. Led the Hawks with 21 points. Jeff Teague added 17 points. And the Hawks, led by as many as 16 in the game, win it by a margin of 7. Game 2 on Wednesday back in Atlanta.